Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Romani. I am currently 4.5 years locked, so my hair is the longest, obviously, that it has ever been in my lock journey and honestly in my entire life. And every time I post a video or a photo on the social medias and the Instagrams and the YouTubes and the TikToks, everybody is like, we need to know what products you are using. The girls want to know what oils and what shampoos and what creams and conditioners I am putting in my locks. And I want to tell you, I want you to listen. I want you to come in and listen. I don't use anything on my hair. I don't use anything on my locks. I do not use products. Now, I'm not anti-products. I believe that you should use whatever benefits you and whatever you feel like is growing your hair and it's making your hair and your scalp healthy. For me, I haven't found the products that have done that for me. All products have done is really ruin my scalp, inflame my scalp, make my scalp itchy, and make me not want to use anything in my hair. So people are always surprised when I tell them my hair just naturally grows. My locks just grow. I don't have any products to recommend you. People are always like, I'm sure you have one product to recommend me. I don't. People want to attach themselves to products so bad when it comes to this lock journey, not realizing that your locks are going to grow. Honestly, if you are not doing anything crazy to your locks, like constantly bleaching or dyeing your locks are going to grow without you using an immense amount of products. So stop thinking that there is this one product that is going to be the answer to all of your problems, all of your lock problems. Like when people watch my videos, they expect me to give them a rundown of like, I use this shampoo, I use this conditioner, and they are always very surprised when I'm like, I just eat healthy and I live my life and my hair grows. That is it. I literally put water on my hair and I go on about my day. So I wanted to make a video about that just to clear the air about all the products. I truly believe that our hair is just an extension of our body, and what we are putting into our actual body and into the actual vessel is what makes the hair and the extension of us healthy. So I've constantly preached living a healthy life. So I like to eat healthy. I like to drink a lot of water so that I can stay hydrated, and I keep myself out of stressful situations. I mean, obviously we're humans. You can't avoid stress all the time, but if you do not need to be in a stressful situation, then remove yourself from that situation. And I know you're probably thinking like, Romani, what does that have to do with it? I know you've seen stressed out people and their hair start falling out in clumps. That's what happens when you are stressed and your body is like under attack and your body is in survival mode. Your hair is not going to be as healthy. So really making sure that you are aligned internally is what's going to grow your hair. And I know it's not the sexiest answer because people want something that they can go out and buy to grow their hair. It's what's in you. Now, I'm not saying that I've never used products before, because y'all know that brands do send me products and I don't mind using them here and there, but I'm not going to spend my money to go out and buy products just because I haven't ever used a product to where I'm like, oh, when this leaves, I have to go out and re-up. I've never felt that way about a product. What I have felt that way about are natural products. So if we're talking about maybe like olive oil or coconut oil or something like that, cool. But like shampoo, creams, moisturizers, conditioners, I can really do without them. There is no product that I've ever tried where I've been like, oh my God, this is growing my hair tremendously. Other than Jamaican black castor oil, I did like how thick it made my roots look. And I like the texture that it kind of gave my roots. But other than that, I've never used anything like a man-made product to where I'm just like, oh my God, this is literally growing my locks and I have to tell everybody about it. Which is why I don't tell y'all about products. And y'all be like wanting me to tell y'all about products. I'm not about to lie to you and tell you to buy something that I don't even use. I don't use nothing. And I was using oil until I was 2 years locked, because then I started really like examining my scalp and I was getting like an itchy and like really inflamed scalp, and I didn't know if it was like psoriasis or dermatitis or what, but I found that whenever I would oil my scalp, I would have a very itchy scalp. It would be inflamed and I could wash it more frequently, but it would still be inflamed. So I just stopped using oils completely. And then even when it comes to like shampoo, I might use like Dr. Bronner's soap. I tell y'all about that a lot. I might use Dr. Bronner's soap, or I might just use apple cider vinegar and water and call it a day. Now, one product I do think that I am going to start purchasing is a clarifying shampoo. Like I keep hearing people talk about clarifying shampoos as it relates to psoriasis and dermatitis. So that might be the only thing that I am buying. So like if you know of any clarifying shampoos, you can let me know. But other than that, I literally just use Dr. Bronner's sometimes, apple cider vinegar sometimes, and I'll just like switch it back and forth. So like maybe 1 month I'll use Dr. Bronner's, Bronner's. The next month I'll do apple cider vinegar. Girl, I really just use what I have at the moment and I call it a day. And then as far as retwisting my hair, I literally retwist with water. I might use oil right here. That is it. I do not put oil all in my hair. And I have some videos of myself retwisting with just water. And people be thinking like, oh, my retwist is not gonna stay. This retwist was done with just water. And I did this retwist maybe like 6 weeks ago and it still looks like this. So because of the itchy and inflamed scalp, I just never really saw the need to go out and constantly try products because I like when my scalp is just regular. And I have been looking it up and it did say that like dermatitis and like just different infections on the scalp do love oil. So if you have a very itchy scalp, I do recommend that you stop using oil because it's like you're feeding the infection when you are constantly over oiling your scalp. So yeah, I have a very minimal lock routine. Like I said, I wash my hair with either Dr. Bronner's or apple cider vinegar. I retwist my hair with water. I leave it twisted for 4 weeks and then I let my hair breathe for the next couple of weeks until I'm ready to retwist, and I continue to do that just throughout my life. And this is how my hair looks with just water. And like I said at the beginning, I'm not anti-product, so I'm not knocking products. Like if I was able to find something that I just felt like this is just completely growing my hair, then I would continue to use it and I would promote it. But it is very hard for me to promote something that I am not actively using, because I do think that a lot of brands will make us believe like, you know, if you just buy this oil, this is going to grow your hair. And it has people thinking that this one oil that they use is going to grow their hair when it's really your lifestyle. What are you intaking? What are you consuming? Are you eating healthy? Are you drinking water? Like, what does your life look like? Let's stop focusing on what we can buy outside of ourselves and let's start focusing on what we can do in our everyday life in order to make ourselves healthier so that our locks are healthier. I've just found that on this journey, less is more. Something that I did like in the beginning of my journey is when I used to make rose water. If you've been here for a minute, you know I used to boil the roses and I used to make rose water, and that definitely made my locks very soft. I just haven't used rose water because when I stop using products, I don't even think about using rose water. And then I also don't feel like making rose water because I don't go out and buy it. Like I said, I would have to buy roses. I would have to like take the petals off, boil it. I don't feel like doing that. But if you want to use something in your locks, I would say you can use rose water, and I did like castor oil. Those are the only things that I can absolutely swear by. Like the only products that I can absolutely swear by is like raw organic rose water and castor oil. And then apple cider vinegar to wash your hair. Maybe you can add some baking soda in that, and then Dr. Bronner's. Like other than that, I really cannot help you in the products department. And honestly, if you just stop really thinking about products, use water on your hair and go on about your day, I promise you your hair is going to grow. Like I said, I've had my locks for 4 years, going on 5 years, and the best advice that I can really give you is less is more. Stop keeping your hands in your head. Stop manipulating your hair all the time. Stop doing your hair all the time. Just stop and let your hair breathe. Stop putting so much stuff in your hair. Just live your life. Literally forget about your hair and just like live your life and move on. That is how my hair grew, and that is the only advice that I truly know to give you. All right, you already know the drill. If you made it this far in the video, leave me a brown heart in the comments. Let me know you made it all the way here. If you do have any lock product recommendations, please leave them below just in case somebody does need them and what I said didn't help. And then if you enjoyed this video, make sure you go binge watch my lock playlist. I've been recording my lock journey since day 5, so you have so many other videos to watch. Everything that you need is going to be in the description box, so my Instagram, my email, all the things. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next video.